A large cache of leaked documents exposes the offshore tax secrets of the world's rich and famous. It includes alleged ties between a member of President Trump's cabinet and Russian money. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross reportedly has a stake in a company that does business with a gas producer partly owned by President Putin's son-in-law. Other top administration officials had links to tax havens. Julianna Goldman is in Washington with what the so-called Paradise Papers reveal. Julianna, good morning.
Good morning. Well, the Paradise Papers reveal offshore investments held by the Queen of England and several members of President Trump's cabinet, most notably Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross and his ties to a company linked to the Kremlin.
Our plan will bring back trillions of dollars from offshore. Trillions.
The president pitched bringing in money from offshore tax havens just last week as part of his tax reform plan.
$4 trillion that will come pouring back into our country.
From the president's chief economic advisor, Gary Cohn, to Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, the Paradise Papers reveal some of the top officials in the White House have had offshore investments.
You did it to avoid any conflicts of interest, correct?
That is correct, sir.
But it's Trump's Commerce Secretary whose personal wealth may benefit from firms linked to the Kremlin, according to the papers.
You know who that is, right?
Before Wilbur Ross joined the president's cabinet, he divested his interests in 80 companies. But the leaked documents reportedly show Ross still holds indirect investments in a shipping company called Navigator Holdings. That company transports gas for Sibor, a Russian energy firm owned in part by a Russian oligarch subject to American sanctions, and Vladimir Putin's son-in-law.
I've never met them, don't know the people, had nothing to do with the negotiation of the charter arrangement.
Ross said this morning that he was fully honest in his confirmation proceedings. Because he was not an investor in Sibor, he says he did not need to disclose the links to the Kremlin.
There was nothing wrong with anything that was done.
CBS News has not independently verified the Paradise Papers, which were obtained by a German newspaper. They also reportedly show that Russia invested millions of dollars in Facebook and Twitter through a business associate of Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law and senior advisor. Gayle.
All right. Thank you, Julianna.